Is there any joy to be found in jealousy? Is there any joy to be found in covetousness? No. Why? The reason there's no joy found in jealousy and covetousness is because we are constantly obsessing over what we don't have and what others do have. Is there any joy to be found in people-pleasing? No. None. Why? Because we are constantly worried. We are constantly filled with anxiety over what others think of us. Did I say something that upset someone? Did I accidentally create some conflict, right? We're constantly worried about how others see us and perceive us. And seen in this light, what faithfulness means is faithfulness actually means liberation and freedom. It frees us from constantly obsessing over what we have or don't have. It frees us from constantly obsessing over what other people think of us. And in exchange, do you know what we get when we walk the path of faithfulness? What we get is life under grace. Because, friends, that's what characterizes the life of the Christian. It is life under grace. You see, friends, faithfulness is not a work we perform for God. No, faithfulness is the product of encountering the life and the grace that God has poured out for us in Jesus. It's faithfulness that looks at what God has done and says, God, my life is yours. Because in Jesus, we encounter the truth that we have a God whose heart is aimed at one thing. His heart is reclaiming the children that he has lost, bringing us back to himself, reclaiming us as his own, so much so that he willingly gave the life of his own son to bring us back from sin and death. In Jesus, we encounter that we have a God who does not demand that we live in fear of performing, live in fear of trying to please him and make him like us, but no, what we get is we get the promise and the joy that by grace, God is already pleased with you. He is already pleased with you because he looks at you through his Son and the perfect work that he has accomplished on the cross, the height of God's glory. God sees you through that, and he already calls you his child. Friends, don't trade grace only to be consumed by things that will only destroy. Cling to the love of God in Jesus. Live under the freedom of faithfulness and find joy in the grace that God has poured out for you.